Hi everyone, welcome to our class. We continue exploring bird poses in yoga. So in today's class we're going to be exploring a pigeon pose. So we're going to start easy from the floor. We're going to move into pigeon on the front of the body, and then we're going to try a variation of a flying pigeon. So remember, you can try the poses, they're going to be variations, and just choose them carefully, listening to your body, not to your ego. So we're going to start on the floor. So move into your mat. Lay on the floor. Bending your knees, bring your feet together, and just splay your knees to the sides into Supta Baddha. If you feel it's uncomfortable, you can push the cushions under your knees or blocks. Put your hands onto your belly, close your eyes, and just concentrate on your breathing. Inhaling deeply into your belly, and exhaling, drawing the belly button in and out for a full exhale. And again, nice deep inhale into your belly, and drawing the belly into your spine. Nice long exhale. And once more, inhaling deeply into your belly, and exhaling whole of the belly. Continue nice deep inhales, long exhales, slowing down your mind, and arriving onto your mat. And gently open your eyes, put your hands on both sides of your thighs and bring your knees together. Bring your knees close to your chest, put your hands onto your knees, just give a good squeeze to yourself, releasing the lower back. And keeping your hands onto your knees, we're going to rotate our knees outwards. So nice big circles we're going to draw with our knee joints, warming up our hip joints. So nice big circles. So we're not rushing anywhere, we're just exploring the movement here. And when your knees are apart, change your direction so they come in a different way, in and out. Warming up the hip joints. Relax your face and your shoulders. And just concentrate on your hip joints. And bring your knees together to the midline. Release your feet down. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Open your arms in a T shape, and we're going to windscreen wide with our knees side to side. Very slowly. Open up the inside and outside of our thigh. Very gently. And when your knees are on the right hand side, turn your head to the left and just stop here. And release your shoulder girdle onto the floor and breathe deeply. Come back to the center line, and then knees going to the left and you're gazing over your right shoulder. Breathing deeply. Relax the shoulder girdle. Come back to the midline. Bring your feet together. And now lifting your right knee, put your right ankle onto your left knee. So flex your right foot. We're coming into supine pigeon on the floor, so our first pigeon. Now lift your left foot off the floor. So your thighs, that triangle you created, push your right hand through. Your left hand will meet your right hand under your left knee. Release your shoulders, your head down, flex both feet. So your legs are engaged. And if it's possible, start bringing the structure of your legs a little bit closer to your chest without lifting your pelvis. And if you feel quite open, with right elbow you can push your right thigh away from your chest. Keep breathing into your right hip joint. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, see if you can bring those legs a little bit closer to your chest. And again, nice deep inhale here. And a full exhale. Relax the shoulders down. And release your feet onto the floor. Now second side, the left ankle comes onto your right knee. Lift your right foot off the floor. Left hand goes between your legs. The right hand meets your left under the right knee. So flex both feet. Relax your shoulders. And see if you can bring those legs a little bit closer. Keep your tail pointing to the front of your mat. And again, if you feel you're nice and open, you can push your left thigh away with your left elbow. Keep breathing into your left hip joint here. Inhaling deeply all the way to the left. And exhaling, bring those legs a little bit closer. And again, nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. Once more, inhaling deeply. And a full exhale. Releasing your legs onto the floor. Stretch your legs long, point your toes, bring your arms up and over. Just give yourself a nice big stretch, stretching the muscles. Bring your knees close to your chest, place your hands onto your knees and just sway from side to side, massaging your lower back. And when you're ready, just rock yourself onto one of your sides and we're coming on all fours. So into our tabletop. Place your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. We're going to just warm up our spine with a few rounds of cats and cow. On inhale, lifting head, chest and tail. On exhale, hollow the belly, rounding your upper back, look at your navel. And then inhale, dropping the belly down, lifting chest and gaze. Exhale, belly button to the spine, nice big cat. Once more, inhaling into a cow. And exhale into nice big cat. Inhale into neutral. Tuck your toes under. Bring your sit bones over your heels. Spread your fingers. Pressing into your fingers and your knuckles. Lift your sit bones into the sky, into your first down facing dog. Keep your heels on the floor. Keep your knees bent. Push into the earth with your both hands. And bring your tailbone a little bit higher. You're just gonna pedal our feet, so one heel down, one up. Gently opening the hamstring and our calf muscle. Keep breathing, keep concentrating on your breathing and the feelings this pose brings into your mind. Now look between your hands. Tiptoe yourself all the way to the front of your mat. Keep your feet hip distance apart, knees slightly bent. Place your hands onto your elbows, drop your head, and just sway from side to side in your ragdoll. Just feel how your neck gets longer, your upper back gets longer. You're opening your lumbar spine. And then release those hands and start unraveling bone by bone into standing Tadasana. Bring your feet parallel, together slightly apart. Lift your hands from both sides all the way up. Bring your hands together. Draw that energy from the skies all the way down to your chest. Press your prayer into your chest. Close your eyes over your prayer. And just feel that pulse, that life inside you. Feel your chest raising up with inhale. And dropping down with exhale. Slow down your mind. Gently open your eyes, micro bending your knees, pivoting from your hips, so you're coming into forward fold. So your knees could be bent, so your hands are on the floor. Drop your head, release your neck. On your next inhale, place your hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Nice long spine here. Release your hands back onto the floor, forward fold. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Just stop for a moment here. Just check your back heel is pressing the imaginary wall behind you and your chest is pointing towards the front of your mat. Release your hands onto the floor and step into a high plank. Belly button to the spine, nice long body, strong legs and strong arms. Place your knees onto the floor, untuck your toes. Hollow your belly. You're coming down very slowly, half chaturanga. On your next inhale, inhale into mini cobra. Exhale all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Press your sit bones over your heels and push yourself into your downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. On your next inhale, rest yourself on tips of your toes. On exhale, release your heels down, pushing your tailbone up. And again, inhale on tips of your toes. Exhale, press the heels down. And once more, inhale on tips of your toes. Exhale, push the heels down. Look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Again, remember knees could be bent. On your next inhale, start raising yourself up. Hands, arms coming from both sides, all the way up into prayer over your head. Draw that prayer down to your chest. Again, close your eyes over your prayer. Feel your pulse, feel your breathing, knowing you are alive and you're here practicing yoga. Gently open your eyes, micro bending your knees, pivoting from your hips. We're coming into forward fold. Release your head and shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto your shins. Exhale all the way down. On your next exhale, left foot steps to the back of your mat. So low lunge. Push that back heel to imaginary wall, chest towards the front of your mat. Framing your front foot, we're gonna step into a plank again. Nice strong body. Separate those shoulder blades. Look forward, don't drop your head. Release your knees onto the floor, untuck your toes. Belly button tucked in. We're coming down, half chaturanga. Inhale into cobra of your choice. Exhale all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Sit bones coming over your heels. Press yourself into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. And again, inhaling deeply. Full exhale. Your choice. Now you can drop your knees onto the floor, or from here look between your hands and step your right foot between your hands. So it can be done from tabletop. Drop your left knee onto the floor and tuck your toes. Start lifting your hands all the way up. Bring your palms together if possible. Look up, lift your chest up. Lifting your chest higher. And now draw that prayer down to your chest. Lean forward. Hook your left elbow over your right knee if possible. We start bending to the side of our bent knee. So if you can, look over your right elbow. Breathe in deeply. On your next exhale, look down, frame your front foot, tuck your toes under, lift your knee off the floor, and step into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here, full exhale. So either from downward facing dog, or bring your both knees onto the floor, step your left foot between your hands. So if you need help yourself with your hand to push that foot under your knee. And again, start gently coming all the way up into crescent moon lunge. So you can bring your hands together, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Breathe deeply. Try not to go too deep back bend, but extend your spine long. Now bring that prayer all the way down to your chest. Lean forward. Hook your right elbow over your left knee. And start coming to your twist on your left hand side. If possible, look over your left shoulder to the back of your mat. Breathe here. Looking down, framing your front foot, tuck your toes under, bring your knee off the floor, step into your downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here, full exhale. Again, inhaling deeply, full exhale. Now look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Release your head down. Bend your both knees like you're sitting in a chair. Keep your belly pressed to your thighs. Bring your hands in front of you. Stay here. Breathe. And then keeping your knees bent, start bringing your belly off your thighs. Hands up if possible. If not, keep them in front of you, depending on how your shoulders open. Looking down, forward fold. Release your head and neck. Inhale deeply. Full exhale. From here, we're going to step the right foot to the back of the mat. High lunge again. Push your chest up and a heel to the imaginary wall of your back heel. Bring your both hands into inside of your front foot. Move the foot to the left hand side of your mat, so to the left edge. Slightly turn your toes outwards, so it's like a 45-degree angle of your foot. So stay here. Drop your back knee onto the floor and tuck your toes. So it's a variation of a lizard pose. You can stay here. You can walk your hands to the front of your mat. It's another option. Or if you have nicely open hips, you can drop your elbows onto the floor, gazing to the front of your mat, breathing deeply. Now coming back onto your hands, tuck your toes under, lift your back knee off the floor and step into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale, full exhale here. Again, inhaling deeply, full exhale. Look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Hands back onto the floor, forward fold. And from here we're going to step the left foot to the back of your mat. Nice long leg behind you. Now bring both hands inside your front foot. Walk your front foot to the right edge of your mat. Twist your toes so that your big toe pointing to the right upper corner of your mat. Just settle here for a moment. And drop your back knee onto the floor and tuck your toes. So you decide, you can stay here. You can walk your hands to the front, or you can bend your both elbows and place your forearms onto the floor. And breathe. Breathe into your right hip joint. Now bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes under, bring your knee off the floor and step into your downward facing dog. And just pedal your feet to release the tension. Nice deep inhale here. Long exhale. Now bring your knees onto the floor, separate them as wide as your mat, and tuck your toes. Child pose. Inhaling here into the back of your heart and exhaling all the tension down into the earth. And again, inhaling deeply, full exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to meet on all fours. We're coming into a second variation of pigeon pose, Kapotasana. So the left knee, you're going to bring it onto the left edge of your mat, so somewhere where your, side of your left hand. I would suggest bending the back knee. See if you can drop your left sit bone onto the floor. So both knees are bent. Bring your left shin as far as you can parallel to the front of your mat. Both feet are flexed. So this is the first variation of a pigeon pose. If you know your hips are more open and your knees are not painful, you can start straightening your back leg. So you put your toes under and start. Maybe pushing a blanket under your left hip if your hip is off the floor. Now release those toes of the back foot. So everyone now, we're going to place the hands on both sides of our mat, on fingertips. Sitting nice and tall, looking forward. Bending the elbows, you're going to bow the head down. Inhale, coming all the way up. And again, exhale, bowing the head down. Inhale up, check that there's no pain in your front knee. Again, exhale all the way down. Inhale up. Now bring your hands in front of you and start walking up to the front of your mat, releasing your forehead onto the mat or onto your two fists if you can't reach the floor. And breathe here. Pigeon pose. So be very mindful here. So back knee could be bent, remember, if you have pain in your front knee. Breathe in here. Now gently coming onto your hands, and everyone, we're going to drop the left sit bone onto the floor, bend in the right knee, we're going to bring that foot to the front of the mat, we're coming into a twist. So again, if your left knee is sensitive, you can straighten your left leg. If not, you can stay with both knees bent. Just make sure your both sit bones are on the floor. Now the right hand goes behind you. Stretch your left hand all the way to the sky. Inhale here. On exhale, hook your elbow over your knee, coming into your twist. Looking over your right shoulder. Keep breathing on inhale. Elongate your spine and exhale. See if you can push the right shoulder behind you. On your next inhale, coming all the way to the center line. Unraveling your legs. We're coming into downward facing dog. And just gently pedal your feet, swaying your hips from side to side, maybe looking under one armpit and the other. And find that stillness in your dog. And then again, we're going to bring knees onto the floor and tug the toes. We're going to bring the right knee onto the right edge of the mat. And again, if you're dropping your hips onto the floor, left knee is bent. Bring your right shin as parallel as you can to the front of your mat. So you may stay here, it's a good variation. If you feel you're more open, then you're going to tuck the back toes, elongate the leg. Again, you may push a cushion or a block under your right hip if you need to. If not, you can sit here with back leg straight. Fingertips on both sides of your mat, both hands, sit nice and tall. Exhale, bending elbows, bowing down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now walking your hands in front of your shin. Start coming into the front of your mat with your chest over your shin. And again, you can release your forehead onto your fists or onto your mat. Breathe in here, into your right hip joint. Nice deep inhale. And a full exhale. And one more, inhaling deeply. Full exhale. Now walking your hands under your shoulders. All of us are going to bring the right hip onto the floor, bending the left knee. Gently bring that foot all the way, crossing over. So we're coming into twist. So again, if the underneath knee is painful, you're going to straighten your leg. If not, I'm just going to sit so you can see me. So the foot is on the floor, both sit bones on the floor. Left hand comes behind you, stretch your right hand up. Inhale here. On exhale, hook that elbow over your knee. Coming into your twist on the left hand side. So inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, see if you can look over your left shoulder. Remember, you're not leaning on your back hand. It's only there for your support. You're sitting on two sit bones, nice and tall. Breathe in deeply. On your next exhale, unraveling, gently unraveling your legs, and then coming back to downward facing dog again. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. Again, inhaling deeply. Full exhale. Now look between your hands. You can step your right foot to the front or help with your hand to push that foot under your knee. Drop your back heel onto the floor. You're coming into warrior two, so the back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Start unraveling all the way up. Warrior two, soft gaze over your right hand. Just check your feet are pressed firmly into the floor. Your inner thighs engaged, shoulders relaxed. Straighten your front knee. Lean toward towards the front of your mat. Release your right hand below your knee and stretch your left hand to the sky. And relaxing the upper ribs. Stretch your right hand side long so that both sides are equally stretched. Keep the arms engaged and now start bringing your left hand to the front of your mat. So your left upper arm comes over your ear. Just for the stretch of your left hand side. Press firmly into the earth without the edge of your left foot. Stretch your left hand even further. On your next inhale, bend in the front knee, coming back into warrior two. Left hand onto your thigh, flip your right hand open, reverse in the warrior, sun warrior. Breathing into your right lung here. On inhale, coming back into warrior two. Now bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open across your chest. And your decision, you may just stay here enjoying this open chest opener, or looking at your front knee, start bringing your torso inside your front thigh, lifting your knuckles higher. So you're bowing all the way down to the earth into your humble warrior and opening across your chest and shoulders. Keep breathing. Then next inhale, slowly coming all the way up. Open up your arms. Hands onto your hips and step to the front of your mat. Bending both knees, so coming into chair, Kapotasana. Looking down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift, prepare. Hands back onto the floor, step into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. Again, inhaling deeply. Full exhale. Look between your hands. Step your left foot between your hands. So again, you may need to help with your hand to push that foot under your knee. Drop your back heel onto the floor. Rotate that foot so the foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. We unravel it into warrior two on another side. Soft gaze over your left hand. Again, make sure you're pushing down with both feet. Inner thighs engaged, so you're not hanging on your hip joints. You scissor up your inner thighs, belly to the spine, strong arms with soft shoulders. Now straighten your front knee. Start reaching towards the front of your mat. And then windmill yourself into triangle pose, Trikonasana, on the other side. And again, soften your upper ribs as your right hand side and stretch your left hand side long. You can look up or down depending on your neck. And then the right hand comes all the way to the front. Push down with your outer edge of your right foot. Feel the opening on the right hand side. Breathe into your right lung. Stretching the right hand all the way back. Bend in the front knee, coming back. Warrior two. Soft gaze over your left hand. Right hand onto your thigh. Flip your left hand open. We're coming into sun warrior. Breathe into your left hand. Inhale all the way back to warrior two. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open across your chest. So you decide, you can stay here, or looking at your left knee. So bring your torso inside your left thigh. Bring your knuckles higher, bowing your head all the way down to the earth. Breathe here. On your next inhale, strong legs, we're coming all the way up. Warrior two. Hands onto your hips, step to the front of your mat. Bend in both knees, hands coming up with Kapotasana. And stand tall in your Tadasana. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. We're coming into a variation of a flying pigeon. I'm just going to stand sideways, so it probably would be easier for you to see what's going on. So we're going to go into a tree pose variation. So if you need a wall, find the wall. So all the way come to your right foot, bending your left knee. See if you can bring that ankle above your knee. So stay here, bring your hands into prayer if you're not holding to the wall. Bring your hands all the way up over your head. Breathe here, nice strong standing leg, good balance. And draw that energy from the skies with your prayer all the way to your heart. Bend your standing knee, push your back seat to the back. You may decide you can stay here. Or see if you can place one elbow onto your ankle and one onto your knee. So the secret here, the more you bend the standing knee, the better balance. If you have flexibility, you can place both hands onto the floor. If you want to try a variation of flying pigeon, you may walk your hands a little bit more to the front, bending both elbows like we do in Chaturanga. Wrap your left foot over your upper right arm, place your right knee onto your left forearm and start leaning forward like we do in crow pose. See if you can lift that foot off the floor, bring that heel to the buttocks and come back same way. So come in first to that forward fold and slowly pray to the chest and then all the way up into that tree pose. Hands to your chest, release your foot down, shake your feet. Well done everyone, whatever you wear, it's fine. Remember, it's not about the pose, it's your journey, step by step. So coming to the second side, so you're going to be standing on your left foot now. So right knee bends, and the right ankle comes above your left knee. So the standing leg is straight or slightly bent. Hands into prayer, find your balance. Again, if you need the wall, hold to the wall, nothing wrong. Now bring that prayer over your head. This variation of a tree pose. Hands to your chest. Now we're going to start bending the standing knee, pushing the back seat to the back. Nice straight spine. So you may stay here, that's already good. Or you can put one elbow onto your knee, one onto your ankle. So again, bend the standing knee as far as you can. You can try forward fold, putting both hands onto the mat. If you want to try the variation of flying pigeon, just walk your hands slightly forward. Place, bending both elbows like in Chaturanga. So you can see I'm wrapping my right foot over my left elbow. My right knee is on the upper arm of the right arm. So find the balance. So rock yourself to the hands looking forward, engage your abdominals, and then you can start lifting your foot off the floor. Breathe here and come back same way. Forward fold. Then elbows onto your shin. Then coming back into standing. Release your foot. Give your legs a shake. Well done everyone. We're coming down. So stand in front of your mat. Bring your hands all the way up into prayer. Draw the prayer down to your chest. Close your eyes over your prayer. Press your prayer into your heart. And feel your heart beating. Slow down your breath. And you can slow down your heart rate. Calm down your mind. And now open your eyes. So coming all the way down onto our sit bones. So sit you nice and tall. Bring your legs in front of you. Flex your feet. Bring your hands on both sides of your hips. Sit tall in Dandasana. Like you're sitting, imagine, near the wall, so you can't lean backwards. There is an imaginary wall behind you. And release. Now bend in both knees. Keep your feet quite far from you, so it's not as acute angle in your knees. So feet are hip width apart. Place your hands behind you. And now bending your right knee, place your ankle onto your right knee. So this is a seated pigeon. So your choice. You can stay here, so when you go to open the hips, or you can start pushing your sit bones closer to your heel. Stop here, just check how it feels. Flex that left foot. And again, maybe a bit closer if you can. So no knee pain, remember, and no hip pain. And as close as you can, and just stay here, breathing into your left hip. So we tried 3 different pigeons. This is our number 4, seated pigeon. Breathe. And to come back, start pushing yourself away from your heel. Release your foot onto the floor. So second side. Bend in the right knee now. Right ankle onto your, above your left knee. So you can stay here. It's all good. Just flex your right foot. Or if you have space, you start lifting your sit bones and just step by step you're coming towards that front foot. Just checking where it's okay. Remember that we're different on 2 sides of our body, so this side maybe not as open as the other one. So step by step, you're coming towards your front foot. Remember, flex your right foot so your knee is protected. Keep breathing. And start walking backwards. It's called prana. So same way we came into pose, same way we're coming out of the pose, so called prana. And now keeping your feet as wide as your hips, bring your hands in front of you. And bone by bone, we're going to be coming all the way down onto the floor. Slowly releasing down. And now bring your feet closer to your sit bones. Feet are parallel, knees are parallel, hands, palms facing down on the floor. Start lifting your sit bones off the floor. Then lower back comes up, mid back, upper back. And you're balancing on your shoulders and your feet. And now bring your arms all the way up and over. And just stop here. Breathing deeply into your belly. And your next exhale, bone by bone, we're coming down, keeping the hands and arms where they are. Nice deep inhale here. On your next exhale, releasing arms one side of your body. And again, inhaling, lifting into a bridge, lifting your arms all the way up and over. Stop here, inhale deeply, full exhale. On your next exhale, start releasing your spine down, keeping your arms over your head. Inhale here. On exhale, arms coming alongside your body. Again, on your next inhale, we're coming into a bridge. Bring the arms all the way up and over. Inhale here. On exhale, slowly releasing your spine down onto the floor. Nice deep inhale. On exhale, arms coming on both sides of your body. Bring your both knees close to your chest. Put your hands onto your knees and just sway from side to side, releasing your lower back. Keep your knees where they are. Open your arms in a T-shape, palms facing up. And then release your knees onto your left-hand side. Again, you may need a cushion or a block under your knees, so your knees not hanging in the air. And then you can look over your right shoulder if your neck will allow. Breathe deeply. Your next inhale, slowly coming back to the center line. If you need the cushion on another side, just put it on another side. We're going to release the knees to the right hand side. And again, looking over your left shoulder. If your right knee is on the floor, but left knee in the air, put that cushion between your knees, like the block. So your both knees have some contact with some surface, so you're not struggling in your supine twist. And keep breathing. Your next inhale, slowly coming back to the center line. Put your hands onto your knees. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Bring your head towards your knees. Give yourself a nice massive hug. And quietly in your head, say thank you to your physical body for the practice it was able to do today. Release your head onto the floor, release your feet, stretch your feet away, point your toes, bring your arms up and over, give yourself a nice big stretch. And you're going to be coming into Shavasana, so if you need any blankets or clothes, put them on. And when you're ready, find your comfortable Shavasana. You can separate your feet, you can remove your arms away from your body. Elongate your neck by tucking your chin slightly, closing your eyes and releasing your breath. And allowing your body to relax into your mat. Enjoying your well-earned Shavasana. Have a good day, everyone. Stay here as long as you need to.